Hey guys, so welcome to today's video. Disregard that I look like I got mauled by a bunch of feral cats. Yeah, that's something I don't want to go into, but today's video is a video on natural glam back to school. So if you don't want to do like the bare minimum and you want to do just a little bit extra using all affordable drugstore brushes, sponge, brushes, and products, then stick around and I have some tips and tricks for you going back to school with your little backpacks and things to bring with you. Then yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I need to start with my brows because I'm feeling some type of way today. Extremely ugly from all these marks on my face. You guys, I will get into it later date. I'm taking the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade, and this is dark brown. No, medium brown I chose. And I'm just taking an angled brush. There's one from e.l.f. I have one from e.l.f. It's clear and it's white. I just can't find it. This one is like the Shop Miss A $1 brush, but you can't get that at the drugstore. However, you can get the e.l.f. one, and I believe it's $3, or you can go in with the Covergirl. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll do one eye with the pomade and one eye with the Covergirl pencil so you guys can see, different options. So there's one brow. I'm actually going to go in with something more affordable than the Covergirl. It's going to be the Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil. So it's got the spoolie on one side and, of course, the very small tip, total dupe for the modern, or, oh my gosh, the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So I'm just going to start in the middle and just do really short strokes, following the natural arch, and then creating sort of my front by just kind of feathering it in like this. And if you have very sparse brow hairs and skin underneath like me, I draw toward my nose to cover all bases. I have something stuck in my throat. It's been terrible with this face like this. I haven't been able to film for days. And then I just kind of take the spoolie the product through, do this, to your heart's desire, or if you already have really good brows, just run a tinted brow gel through them. So that's the other brow. I also have a tip for you. If you're extremely broke, take a spoolie, any spoolie will do, clean it, spray some hairspray on that, and set the brows, or use soap, which is what I do. Can you guys believe my face? I go from looking like pure smooth face. So I reckon that this tutorial is going to be really good for people that have heavy acne, heavy texture and scarring, and we're going to take care of that today. Okay, let's start with the eyes first. I'm going to go in with, what concealer? I'm just going to take this. I want to try to use the most affordable options possible. One second. I can't take it anymore. I'm going in with the NYX color corrector in Fair. And what I'm going to do with this is just take, this is like a $1 brush you can get anywhere, Dollar General. And I'm going to color correct all the redness I have going on right now. This is crucial, but I'm not going to prime this area of my face once I've color corrected. Okay? So the heaviest place, and it doesn't have to be perfect at all. So where I have all these scratch marks is what I want covered, especially up here. Oh my gosh. If you guys only knew what happened. And I know you're going to be dying in the comments like, oh my God, what happened? And if you're new to my channel, I do not look like this all the time. I'm going to just cancel out darkness I have underneath my eyes. Yeah, this might take 20 minutes or so, but if you really want to look really snatched at school on your first day, so this is for like the first day of school. If you want to look extra glam and snatched and, try to show your little bad self off, we got something for you up our sleeves. Also a trick, budge-proof makeup for sunglass marks, take an eye primer or a concealer and put it down. And if you have any issues of, you know, foundation sweating off, like say here and here, just put that color corrector there or eye primer. And then what you want to do is set the face with a setting spray. If you are new here, I highly stress you go watch one of my other videos, like a dupes video or something, because I don't normally look this bad. I had something happen to me that was terrible. I'm not going to use an face primer. We're going to go in with the eyes. I'm just simply going to take this Wet n Wild concealer. They're cruelty-free, were cruelty-free. I got this back when they were cruelty-free. They are no longer cruelty-free, just FYI. I have done videos, full face tutorials on cruelty-free brands such as Milani, Pacifica, and Ilia Beauty. If you are interested, go back and watch those. Just go to the videos tab and go to show all, and they'll be in there, or just type it in. Ashley Lamora, Ilia Beauty. Bam, takes you right there. So that's what I'm going to do, is prime the eyes. If you don't want eyeshadow at all, skip it. Just do a liner or just do mascara. Taking the Maybelline Fit Me powder. Hands down, best drugstore powder ever. It just seeps into the skin. It doesn't make you look powdery. It doesn't make you look crepey. Nothing like that. So we're just setting down our eye primer. All the brushes I'm going to be using are from Morphe, and unfortunately, because I cannot, well, okay, I have a dilemma. I have like the Fian brushes, they're from Amazon. They're $12 for a humongous kit, or I can use the Morphe brushes and they're like $5, but basically I'm just going to be using one eyeshadow brush today, so can you forgive me? By the way, I want to give you as many options as possible. If you're not a brow pomade girl or a pencil girl and you're comfortable with powder, please go in with the Wet n Wild Trio. It's like $3. And if you're not comfortable with the hairspray trick or the soap brow trick, go in with the Loreal brow setting gel. It just looks like this. It has some fibers in it, gives it some volume, holds it throughout the day, the whole entire day. Plus, when we set our face down, we're going to set our eyebrows down as well, so don't worry about that. By the way, I forgot to mention, this tutorial is going to cover dry, oily, and combo skin. If you feel like going in with a primer, I recommend the NYX Pore Filler if you have large pores. If you need another primer, I recommend, if you have redness, the Base Business by Covergirl for color neutralizing. And just for overall oily skin, NYX Angel Veil. It's a dupe for the Hourglass Mineral Veil. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get started on the eyes. I'm taking the City Mini Palette from Maybelline, New York, and this is in Blushed Avenue. So I'm just taking this Morphe brush, and I'm going to run this shade right in our crease. I'm only going to be using 3 shadows today, and one of them is a cream shadow, which we will use next. So just running that quickly through the crease. Now going with the star of the show. These are the reformulated Maybelline Color Tattoos, and this is in the shade High Roller. So essentially, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful color. Let's swatch her. Look at that. It's like a one and done situation. I'm just going to take that on any brush, or your finger will do. I just use a brush because it's easier to blend into the crease afterward. So we're just going to kind of lay that down on the lid. It catches the light perfectly. It looks like you've put so much effort into this when in reality you haven't. I love it. All right, next step. I'm going to take the dark purple in here, and I'm just going to gently coat that and tap off the extra. And I'm going to place that on the outer corner and then feather it in. I think this is literally like a $1 brush from Dollar General. I don't know. I have a lot of blending brushes and flat shader brushes from Dollar General, so go pick those up. They're for $1. Wet n Wild, I have a lot of those. But you guys, I had the worst day today and I could not find them. Just know that I would be using those, and they're so affordable, if they were right on hand. And if you saw where I worked, not worked, but where I filmed, you would understand why I cannot find those brushes. So we're just going to create a little bit of depth on the outer corner here by adding in that dark purple. You can totally skip the transition shade and all of that and just go in with that cream shadow. That would also look really beautiful. But if you want to be extra, because I know everybody's going to school in 2019 with full faces of makeup. I remember when I went to school, there were girls with full faces of makeup. So this is just if you want to be extra, extra, extra. And for mascara, not doing liner, Essence Lash Princess, $2.99, the green and black only. I'm going to add a coat or two of that. And what I'm going to do, so you can just stop here when you add your mascara and be fine with that. You know, just let it dry down a little bit in between coats and do a second coat. I'm going to do a half lash, and I'm just going to take any old Kiss lash from the drugstore and cut it in half and just put it from here on out to my eye to create a more flared out, bigger eye, cat eye look. If you're not comfortable with falsies, like I said, just go in with like 2 or 3 coats of this and you're golden, good to go. It is $2.99. It's awesome. I forgot to mention that mascara is at Ulta. If you don't consider Ulta Drugstore, go in with the Carbon Black Telescopic from Loreal. This is amazing for lower lashes and lengthening and thickening the top lashes as well. So for hair and outfit, I totally recommend, if you have even like wavier hair, to just use mousse and do it like this and sort of clip it back. And I think this looks kind of nice, maybe. Or just throw it in a high bun and, you know, pull some hair down here. By the way, I got my earrings at Sally Beauty, and this is from, what's that store? Boohoo, for like $4. Okay, moving on to the complexion. I'm going in with, this is good for dry, oily, combo skin. The Covergirl Outlast Active Broad Spectrum SPF 20. So we got our SPF in there. We are good to go. 24-hour foundation. This is in natural beige for me. It's all day foundation. What this is amazing in a bottle. And I don't hear anybody talking about it. So it's like this, kind of liquidy. But it's pure heaven. It's buildable, so it's not like full coverage right off the bat, but this is going to even out our skin tone, cover up all that texture and redness. I just want to show you one side of my face to the other side of my face with all of that redness and all of that stuff happening that's on my face. With just a little bit of this foundation. Look at that, erased, completely gone. I can't stress enough how good this stuff is. I nearly discovered it the other day, so just letting you know. And I put it through the wringer. Another good way to keep your foundation lasting a long time all day is to set the face before going in with any sort of face primer. So as you can see here, I've got like a lot of lines, a lot of imperfections in here. I'm pretty much good to go. So I'll do the other side of my face and I'll be right back. So you guys, I barely used anything and I still have a ton left over. So this is full coverage without looking like a mask or anything. I'm going in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is in neutralizer. This is full coverage. I have huge bags right now, guys. I need all the help I can get. I'm just going in and concealing. One and done situation. This is a cult classic. It's full coverage. It does not look crepey under the eye. It's so easy to apply. And it's affordable. It's right at any of the drugstores. It's been around for so long. So I'm going to show you. I already look a million times better. Do I not, guys? Do I not? I'm just taking that Maybelline translucent loose powder. Mine is actually in the shade light. But by pressing and kind of like rolling this into the skin, it's going to settle into all the pores, make us look extremely airbrushed and like we have Porcelain Baby Doll Skin. Locking in the makeup. Then go in with a setting spray. Right after you do your powder, go in with a setting spray. The most inexpensive setting spray I've ever been able to find that works for 16 hours is the Milani Make It Last. So I went in with that. So essentially now it has 2 layers to go through if you're oily. I'm talking way too much, guys. I have to move on. For the lower lash line, I put the Milani bronzer that we're going to be using next on the lower lash line. Then I put the telescopic, and I'm taking the Wet n Wild rim crayon here. And it's supposed to be a brow brightener, but I use it for the inner rim to make our eyes look wide and awake. Taking that Milani bronzer, I'm going to be taking this on an e.l.f. small tapered brush. I'm just going to apply that to the cheeks. Oh, and this Milani is in Sunlight, Silky Matte Bronzer in Sunlight. So as you can see, we are all full coverage, but it doesn't look like we're wearing a mask. It's contrary to popular belief, if you're oily, you can still wear a hydrating foundation. Smashbox Hydrating 16-Hour Foundation. I can wear that. So we just bronzed our nice full coverage face up. And feel free to alter this any way you would like to if you wish. This brings me back old school. This is like $3.97. It's the Covergirl Instant Cheekbones and contouring blush. I don't know what type this is. It just says Instant Cheekbones. But anyway, it comes with a little brush and it comes with like a highlight and then 2 sort of shimmery blushes. I'm just going to go into these 2 right here and put that blush on my face. So you can totally skip highlighter at this point because these are very glowy blushes. And I just like the way that they look on the face. They're not too much, you know, they give just enough color. Subtle, beautiful. For highlight, I'm going with the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and this is in Rose Gold with a Real Techniques highlighting brush. Just look at this, guys. Watch the swatch on this. Holy guacamole. Ah, I die. So this is almost like a liquid to powder. It feels like the ColourPop ones, but look at that. I mean, really? I die. Really quickly highlighting everywhere, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner with that as well. Lightly on the brow bone. You need very little of this. I mean, this stuff, wow. No one talks about this shade either. It's so, wow. It's popping. For lips, I'm going to be taking the LA Girl the Intense Auto Stay Liner. It's retractable and lining my lips. You don't need to. You can just throw a gloss on. But I find if I line my lips with a long wearing liner and fill them completely in and then add a gloss, it lasts forever. A tip I have for you, if you're oily and you need to touch up throughout the day, get these clean and clear, you know, oil absorbing blotting sheets. You can just keep them in your purse or your backpack and, you know, touch up in class or in the bathroom if you need to. I definitely recommend that. So I just filled my lips in with this, and then I'm going to be going in with the new Revlon Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish in Birthday Suit. And you can just also throw this in your bag as well. I'm just going to go on the high points of the lips and blot that in with my finger. So hey, we are all finished. This is our back to school natural glam look. You can tone it down. This is just my natural glam back to school look. If you like it, definitely subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me a lot. And my nail polish is Sally Hansen, no chip, in the red shade. And yeah, I hope this really helps you. It takes really no time at all. It just took me a long time to talk you through it, but really it took me 20 minutes total. So if you just get up, you know, 15-20 minutes earlier and do this step, you can skip the falsies. You can skip a whole lot of things. But yeah, I like it. I think it looks good for back to school. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I love you all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.